Right, you lot, let's talk Villa. Yes, so it has been no secret that Aston Villa have been playing poorly at the moment, which is extrally spurred on by news of injuries to Kamara and Diego Carlos, who were, Kamara's going to be out for the whole season. Diego Carlos, we're looking at 3 to 4 weeks, as confirmed by Emery's press conference that's literally just happened, and no real news on when Pau Torres and Luca Digne will be ready to start and play 90 minutes. Hence why the team I'm going for is a little bit different. I did put out a little Twitter poll which we're going to go through as well. But this is a really, really important game for us, I believe. This is the game, it's Fulham, who are a mid-table team at the moment. They've had really, really good performances this season and really, really poor performances this season. And it's going to be so interesting to see how Villa navigate this. We've got the injuries. We've got the bad run of form. We need to stop it right now and get back pushing 4 points and getting up that table to hold that 4th or 5th spot. Without further ado, let's get in to today's Twitter poll. So as you can see on the screen, today's Twitter poll question for everyone before the Fulham game is, with Konsa and Carlos both being out for this game, Konsa again is not ready to be back into the starting lineup just yet, who would you go for as your starting centre-back partnership? The options being Pau and Callum Chambers, Pau and Longley, Longley and Chambers or something else. 4% said something else. 58% going for Pau and Longley, and 38% going for Pau and Chambers. 0% going for Longley and Chambers, which is interesting. We switch over here to my lineup for this game, and I have had to go for Longley and Callum Chambers at centre-back, and I will explain why. I'm not happy about it, but I'll explain why in a little bit. Emi Martinez in goal, obviously. Alex Moreno left-back. I don't think Luca Digne is going to be ready to come back and start games just yet. Obviously, Longley on the left, because we have no update really on Pau if he's ready to start. And to be honest, do you risk him? He's coming back from an injury which is already lasting longer than we originally thought it would. And you know what Villa's luck is like with injuries. You throw him in and start from the start, or try and do like a phased approach at getting him back in. Maybe you go for the latter, which is why I'm going to keep him on the bench and go with Longley, who has been playing just fine. Nothing out of the ordinary, but fine. Next to him, I have gone for Chambers. I haven't gone for the Pau and Longley partnership purely because of what I just said, and I don't think I've ever seen Emery start without a left-footed centre-back at left-back and a right-footed centre-back at right-back. He likes that. And I think Callum Chambers might actually be our only right-footed centre-back that we have left at the club at this point, effectively. And then right-back, keeping his slot because we have no one else, is Matty Cash. Just in front of him, I have gone with the midfield four of John McGinn on the left-hand side of the four. And then I've gone for Timo Roedmanum to play that DM role because, again, we have no other fit DMs at the club apart from... well, no one. It's just him. It's him and Kamara are our two defensive midfielders, and Kamara's out. Douglas Luiz next to him. And then I've switched it up a bit and gone for Bailey on the right-hand side of that. And then up front, I've gone for Ollie Watkins and Morgan Rogers to get his first Aston Villa start so that we can have the likes of Tielemans and Diaby on the bench to come off. What do you think about my starting lineup, guys? Comment down below. Let's get into how Fulham lined up in their last game, the form guide, and what I think is going to happen in this Premier League clash that is vital for Aston Villa. So as you can see on the screen next to me, Fulham's last lineup was their impressive 3-1 home victory over Bournemouth. Reminder that this game is in fact at Craven Cottage, and they had Leno in goal, Robinson left back, who is rapid by the way, Ream and Diop in the middle, and Castan on the right, Paulinho and Kearney in their centre mid roles with Andreas Pereira just in front of them, Bobby De Corva-Reid out on the right and Willian on the left, with Rodrigo up front, who did get 2 goals in that game. We look at their last 3 Premier League results on the screen here as well. That 3-1 win against Bournemouth, a 2-2 draw with Burnley away from home, and a 0-0 draw at home with Everton, who also did give us troubles and we drew 0-0 with. And then we look at Aston Villa's last 3 fixtures as well in the Premier League, and that is a 2-1 defeat to Manchester United, we all know about that, a 5-0 victory over Sheffield United, and that devastating 3-1 loss against Newcastle at Villa Park. But what do I think is going to happen in this game? So am I full of confidence at any Villa game at the moment going into it? Absolutely not. Fulham are a good team. Don't let their league position fool you. They're 12th, we are 5th. It doesn't matter. Clearly, league position doesn't matter in terms of probably sort of 5 to 12 in this Premier League table at the moment. So what do I think? It's at Craven Cottage. Villa's away form has been just as bad as our recent home form over the course of this season. It's been our stuttering point for the entire time. And I am worried going into this game. I'm not going to lie to you. Fulham have dangerous players all over the pitch. They're well drilled. The manager's got them, producing some absolutely amazing performances. They are inconsistent, which is my one hope for this game, that perhaps we just get Fulham on an off day. But we're dealing with, you run through our injury list: Mings, Bundia, Konsa, Carlos, Kamara. There's even more. I can't even think off the top of my head. We've got so many players out injured at the moment. Courtney Hawes still isn't even registered. He's not in the team. They're just racking up now at the moment. And how are we going to overcome this? Are we going to have to play Callum Chambers at centre-back? Timo Robenham, a 20, 21-year-old player, holding down that anchor role in midfield. And I just can't see Villa winning it. I really can't see Villa winning it. So I am between a loss and a draw. But I think there's so much going on at the club with that Chris Heck document that also came out. There's a lot of turmoil apparently behind the scenes at the moment, and it just doesn't bode well for Aston Villa. And I think we're going to lose 1-0 to Fulham. I hope I'm wrong, but there's just something in our play at the moment is so disjointed and wrong. And then you add in those 2 extra injuries of losing, one of the starting centre backs and our starting defensive midfielder. I just can't. I can't see it, and it pains me to say, because we really, really need to win this game. What I'm hoping is I get proved wrong, and I'm hoping that Villa come out with a fire lit under them, and we prove to everyone that we are still the team that started this season so strongly. But every week I say that, and every week we don't. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. I hope that my review is a lot cheerier than my preview. I'll see you guys soon. Up the Villa, and be nice to everyone.